Hello everyone, welcome to the Turfway Park Report for Friday, February 19th, 2016. 10 live races on the card, Polytrack labeled as fast. The first race is a claimant event for fillies and mares, never won two, lifetime to go 6 furlongs. Scratch number 1, Love Lucy. Morning line favorite to the outside, number 6, Hope is just ahead for Mike Maker. They are off. Not the best start for Turf Star, but a fast start for Virginia Walls. Away in good order through from the inside comes Broom Broom. Sarah Sassy Cat, the favorite's a close-up third. Out there 4 deep comes Hope is just ahead. These 4 about 3.5 clear of Cotton Eye Josie, and then 4 to the slow-starting Turf Star as the field continues to run up the backstretch just outside the half-mile pole. So to the inside is Long Shot Broom Broom. In between horses, Virginia Walls now pokes that shadow roll in front. 3 wide, Red Cap, the favorite. Sarah Sassy Cat is third, and starting to inch closer. Here comes Hope is just ahead. The 3-year-old is fourth, but only 2.5 off the pace, and a long way back to Cotton Eye Josie. And Turf Star still has always been outpaced the first quarter, 22-3. And now the favorite, there she goes, Sarah Sassy Cat, the 7-year-old, now finds the front. Virginia Walls all out to the inside. Hope is just ahead. White blinkers looping up 3 wide as they straighten to the top of the lane, the half, and a pedestrian 47-1. And Sarah Sassy Cat opening up by the 8th pole. Sarah Sassy Cat by the 8th pole, 2 to the good. Hope is just ahead, lunging down to the inside. Long way back to the rest of them. Meanwhile, Sarah Sassy Cat starting to get away. Hope is just ahead, lunging to the outside, but not going to get to her. Sarah Sassy Cat, a bridesmaid in their last, but wins today. Hope is just ahead was second. Virginia Walls was third. Cotton Eye Josie was fourth in 1:14-3. Number 5, Sarah Sassy Cat set off the pace setters and turned for home, kicked it into top gear to win, going away with Malcolm Franklin for trainer Tommy Drury and owner Patton's Creek Farm. For the winner, she returned 520, 260, 210. Second was the favorite, the 6 Hope is just ahead. Third, the 1A Virginia Walls, and fourth, number 2 Cotton Eye Josie. The exactas were $7.40, the trifecta $16, and the 5-6-1-2 Super comes back $63 even. Running time for the opener 1:14 3/5. Tonight's second race, a maiden filly and mare claimer. $7,500 of the claimant price. They'll go 6 1/2 furlongs. Scratch number 2, Mistress Brown. Morning line favorite, number 7, Color Me Blush, with leading rider Alvin Jimenez. They are off. It's Thirsty who sprints on out to take early command. Bayou Royalty away racing in second. Through from the inside, Charles C. canters along while racing in third. Right to the outside of that one comes Color Me Blush. Then a link for the back to What Do We Do Now? A similar margin back to Laughs and Giggles, and outpaced early. The class dropper Mandalay Babe is last of the lot as they continue up the back stretch, approaching the half-mile pole. The first quarter for Thirsty was 23-2, and that one leads him by a half a side. Bayou Royalty right to that one's outside. Now glued to that one's flank comes Color Me Blush. These 3 have opened up a length to Charles C., who continues to race along in fourth. Taylani starting to moonwalk midpoint through the turn. What Do We Do Now has found her best stride. Starting on one from the back is also Mandalay Bay, and have no room. Laughs and Giggles is keen to go on, but it's going to need racing room just outside the quarter-mile pole. The half 47-3, and they straight for the money. Thirsty drifting well off the rail. Here's Color Me Blush set down for the drive. Through from between horses, Bayou Royalty. It's one of these 3 by the 8th pole. Thirsty still there, but Bayou Royalty is pushing on by. Color Me Blush lunging to the outside by the 16th pole. Bayou Royalty down to the inside to challenge Thirsty. These 2 heads up and down on the wire, and Bayou Royalty's 17th start will finally be the winning one. Number 6, Bayou Royalty took all the late money, bet down to 9-5 on the class drop, and wins going away for owner-trainer Monica Crewman, Sunny Leone, the winning rider. The winner returns 580, 340, 260. Finishing second, number 3, Thirsty. Third was number 7, Color Me Blush, and fourth was the 8, Laughs and Giggles. The exacta was worth $39.80, the trifecta $124, superfecta $984.40. Early daily double, $16.80. Running time for race 2, 1 minute, 21 seconds flat. Tonight's third race is a claimant event for fillies and mares, which have not won 2 races in the last 6 months. They'll go 6 1/2 furlongs, field of 7, with the morning line favorite, number 4, True Starlet, for owner Kermit Burton. And runners away. La Jolla de Oro is the first to fire, hustled hard up the fence. Here goes Bold Broad, and Bold Broad will clear as they leave the 6.5 furlong chute and straighten up on the main track. La Jolla de Oro came away racing in the second position. Here's the favorite, True Starlet, ranging up to be a joint second. Orange sleeves there. Then a link further back to Cabond, who's a joint fourth with Kelly's Pride. Then a link to Isa Even, and Super Stardom can see them all. The first quarter, 23-1. They sprint up the backstretch past the half-mile pole. It's long shot Bold Broad, who leads him to the far turn in front by 3. Through from the inside, La Jolla de Oro, still pressured to the outside by True Starlet. The favorite has yet to go on. Then a link further back to Kelly's Pride, starting to unwind. Cabond just to wait racing room, and here comes the gray Isa Even from the back of the pack. The half-mile, 46 and 4, and the field covered by about 6.5 lengths from tip to tail, so they're starting to bunch up outside the quarter pole. They've still yet to get to Bold Broad, who's going to spin them in 2 to the good. La Jolla de Oro drifting to the outside. Here's Isa Even, the gray. Isa Even set down for the drive to the outside. It's Bold Broad now folds along the rail as Isa Even just went right on by. Super Stardom, tough luck from the back of the pack, has finally found a seam through traffic, but it's too late because Isa Even's going to hold on to win by a diminishing length. Tough luck for Super Stardom was second. A three-way go for show, 120 flat. Number 5, Isa Even, allowed to settle off the front runners, took command turning for home and win in convincing style. The winner picks up lifetime victory number 16 for trainer Larry Smith and jockey Luis Martinez Jr. Number 5, Isa Even, 863.83.20. Second to 7, Super Stardom. Third to 2, Bold Broad. And fourth to 6, Kelly's Pride. The exacta 38.20, the dollar try 173.60. Superfecta $1,624.80. The 50-cent pick 3, $33.45. The Rolling Daily Double returns $82 even. Running time 1 minute 20 seconds flat. Tonight's fourth race, a maiden claimant event for 3-year-olds. The claiming price $7,500. They'll go 1 mile. Jockey change on the morning line favorite number 2, Red and White. Make the rider Alban Jimenez. And they're off. Stan's Old Habit will get the first call, but now goes the favorite Red and White up to assume command. Revancha is keen to go on, has really grabbed a hold of the bit against Sonny Leone there, and out wide, Stature is going to be about 2 or 3 deep as they race in towards the clubhouse turn. Trajan is racing along in 5th, but about in the 4 pat, so that one's inside is Bancha, and last of the lot, Mr. Hare can see them all by the 6 furlong marker, the first quarter mile, and a moderate 24 seconds flat. So it's Red and White. Taken in hand, trying to throttle back the speed there is Jimenez, as Stature has drawn an ever closer second. These two must be about 5 or 6 lengths in front of third racing Revancha. Racing along the 4th position comes Stan Old Habit, then a separation of 1.5 lengths. Mr. Hare is 5th, towards that one's inside. Banshee is 6th, followed up next by Obtuse 7th, and 8th in trailing Trajan has 15 lengths to find through a half mile in 48 seconds flat. So a controlled tempo for Red and White, who shows them in midpoint through the turn in front by 2. Stature is being niggled upon to go after it. Here that one comes, and coming gamely from the back of the pack, Mr. Hare has found his best stride. The Einstein Colt is starting to make up good ground just outside the quarter mile pole. Now Red and White's being given the cue by Jimenez and goes by the quarter pole through 3/4 in 1:14 flat, and they're on their way home. It's Red and White shaken up by the jock. Here's to the outside, Mr. Hare, and Stature comes right inside to that one, running on from the back. Here comes Perriutes, what Stan's Old Habit by the 8th pole. Red and White, well handled throughout, shows him by the 16th pole, 4 to the good. Mr. Hare's going to battle out for the balance with Bancha. It's all over up front. Red and White took them all the way in the front end, well rationed by Jimenez to win by 1.5 lengths. Photograph for second in 1:40, 1 and 2. The favorite, number 2, Red and White, took charge leaving the gate and never wavered. Took them all the way in the front end for trainer Wesley Ward, owners Ken and Sarah Ramsey, and jockey Alban Jimenez. Number 2, Red and White, $3.80, $3.240. Second to 4, Bancha. Third to 7, Stature. And a fourth, number 5, Mr. Hare. The exacta 18.40, the try 33.30, the pick 3 $105.50, the roll and double 26.20, and the superfecta combination 2, 4, 7, and 5 returns $179.60. Running time for race 4, 1:41 and 2. Tonight's 5th race, Scratch number 7, Looking for a Date. It's a filly mare condition claimer for girls who haven't won 3. The claiming price $5,000. They're racing a very short 5/8 of a mile. And the morning line favorite number 6, Sahara Sunrise with speed rider Perry Utes. They are off. Poor start for Megan's Holiday, but there goes the favorite, the speedster Sahara Sunrise. Through from the inside, Ranger Annie's going to keep her on us, sprinting up between horses. Here comes Zenzelda, who is a close-up third than usual today. Then a separation of about a length and a half comes Krista's Rose. Then a long way back to 2 trailers, 38 plus, and last of the lot, Megan's Holiday, as they are midpoint through the turn, and they're all aiming at Sahara Sunrise. Shows them through the first quarter in 22-3. Ranger Annie in continuous chase mode. Zenzelda's starting to unwind as they bank off of the turn, and Deck coming home now. Sahara Sunrise spins them in. Ranger Annie made a run at her, now is lugging in just a bit. Through from the inside, Zenzelda running on for the back, both Scat and Krista's Rose by the 8th pole. Shortening stride, Sahara Sunrise. Ranger Annie coming back on her, but Ooch goes to work, and she's opening up here. Sahara Sunrise from Flagfall to That's All. Ranger Annie was second, tight for third, but I believe Scat just held off 38 plus in 1 minute flat. The favorite, number 6, Sahara Sunrise, took him from coast to coast. Perry Utes was aboard for the victory for owner-trainer Nick Renican. The winner returns $3, $240, $210. Second, number 4, Ranger Annie. Third, number 5, Scat Fast Cat. And finishing fourth was number 2, 38 plus. There was a late scratch of number 3, Honorable Pass. The exacta 23.40, 50-cent try, $20.15. The 10-cent super, $16.95. $2 daily double with the winner returns $7.60. Consolation double with the late scratch of the 3, that came back $4. The pick 3 with the 6, $21.60. The consolation with the 3, $7.65. The pick 5, 505, $135.25. Running time for the 5th race, 1 minute flat. Tonight's 6th race is a claimant event for the fillies and mares who haven't won a race in 6 months. They'll go 6 furlongs. Field of 7 after the scratch of the morning line favorite number 5, Abby's Promise. The new morning line favorite number 4, Prom Theme, for trainer Dougie Danner. They are off. And Marcusite's the first to fire. La Grenois is offensive-minded as well. Melovita came away racing in 3rd position. These 3 are about 3.5 lengths off of the Prom Theme, who comes through between horses to be 4th. She's flanked by Image of Grace, then a link to the inside to Ding-a-ling-a-ling, an absolutely lethargic outpaced at the back of the pack. Which way to the Argo? Must be 25 lengths off the 22-3 pace of Marcusite, who carries him into the far turn, 2 to the good. La Grenois inching up the fence, but it's going to be pinned in there by Melovita, who's trying to put that one in behind Marcusite, but that jock's keeping that one busy to keep pace. Running on from the back, here comes Image of Grace as they're just outside the quarter pole, starting to bunch up front, and that's all for Marcusite, who starts the back pedal, looping up. Here comes Melovita, and Image of Grace has switched off the rail. The white blaze will turn him in. 3 to the good, 3 to the outside. Here is Image of Grace, 3 deep to the inside. Melovita, and starting to back pedal. Marcusite running on from the back. Prom Theme, deep stretch here. Image of Grace has found the front, running on for the back. Prom Theme is coming at him and coming on, but it's Image of Grace who made first run on the turn, and Image of Grace and Gabe Lagunas wins by 2.5. Prom Theme was second, Melovita third, and Which Way to the Argo from the clouds came to be 4th in 1:13.2. Number 6, Image of Grace, blew by them all and exploded down the stretch to win, going away with Gabe Lagunas for trainer Billy Helmbrecht. The winner returns $15, $5.20, $4. Second, number 4, Prom Theme. Third was the 7, Melovita. And fourth, the 1, Which Way to the Argo. The exacta, $47.40, 50-cent try, $93.80. The dime super, $99.09. The daily double, 6-6, returns at $32.40. The pick 3 with the consolation of the 3 in the middle, $14.35. And the actual pick 3, 266 for 50 cents, $30.75. Running time, 1:13.2. Tonight's 7th race, an allowance event for 4-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races. Field of 6 to go 6 1/2 furlongs. Morning line favorite number 6, no hiding place at 3 for 5, looking to go a perfect 3 for 3. They are Expeditious beginning for the favorite No Hiding Place, who barrels on out. Aptly away as well. From between horses comes Bright House, and now flashing good speed, there comes I Skipper up to the outside of the favorite to challenge early. Rico Man came away racing in the 4th position. Emmett Park is 5th, and last of the sextet, Bourbon Happens, is 5.5 lengths off the pace. So No Hiding Place commands control, being pressed to the outside by Longshot I Skipper. These two are about 1.5 lengths in front of Rico Man, who's being scrubbed upon early. To the outside of that one, here comes Emmett Park, then a length to Bright House, and still Bourbon Happens is last of the lot. First quarter mile, 22 4. So No Hiding Place, still under stout restraint, inches away from I Skipper, starting to be scrubbed upon. Here comes Emmett Park in 3rd, a length further back to Rico Man, just outside the quarter pole. It's No Hiding Place who still rules the roost. A host of challengers coming now. Rico Man up to the outside. Emmett Park as they straighten for the stretch drive. The half mile for No Hiding Place, 40 seconds flat outside the 8th pole, a link to the good. Emmett Park challenges to the outside, long way back to the rest of them by the 16th pole. No Hiding Place pulling away late, and No Hiding Place, another imposing display of supremacy, remains undefeated. Emmett Park was 2nd, Rico Man 3rd, 17 1. Number 6, No Hiding Place took them all the way in the front end to hold off a late challenge by number 4, Emmett Park, to win. Number 6, No Hiding Place remains undefeated, a perfect 3 for 3. Irad Ortiz was in town for the ride for Tabor and Ward. The winner returns 220, 210, 210. Second, the 4, Emmett Park. Third, the 2, Rico Man. And fourth, the 1, Bourbon Happens. The exacta, $6.40. The 50-cent try, $8.25. The dollar super, $31.70. The daily double comes back $19.80. And the 50-cent pick 3, all 3 sixes, $15.05. Running time for race 7, 1:17 1/5. Tonight's 8th race, a claiming event for the fillies and the mares that have not won 3 races a lifetime. Claiming price 15 down to 10. The race 1 mile. Scratch number 7, She's Messy. That leaves number 5, Burstall, as your morning line favorite. Orlando Mojica has the call. Set. They are racing. Annie's on tour and Burstall flashing speed. There goes Arya and probing up the fence. Bell Bottom Girl is going to be a Prace presence hugging that rail spot as they run to the clubhouse turn. Plastered spun out about 5 deep, then a separation about 4. You'll find Cherokee and Me, and Elva Cat has nothing but hindquarters and heels in the viewfinder. Field covered by about 6.5, 7 lengths as they pass the 3/4 pole to straighten up on to the backstretch. So it's Arya looking to go 2 for 2 here at Turfway. Is pressured to the outside by Burstall, who's keen to go on. Now taken in hand by Mojica. That one is a length in front of Plastered, who races along in the 3rd position. Bell Bottom Girl and Stephanie Doyle racing along in 4th, and a link to Annie's on tour. Starting to get underway. Cherokee and Me is making good progress, but out about 6 deep and still outpaced at the back of the pack. Elva Cat past the half-mile pole. The fractional time for the half, 49 seconds flat. It's Arya pressured by Burstall. That one now pokes the nostril in front. Plastered just waiting to pounce on the top duo. Bell Bottom Girl taken in hand, up, taking check in there hard. Midpoint through the turn. Annie's on tour probing up the fence. Cherokee and Me starting to get underway, and still Elva Cat, nothing from that one past the 1/4 mile pole. So it's Arya. Arya drifting off the fence, letting Annie's on tour come on through. But meanwhile, Plastered got first run and kicks it into top gear. And Plastered and Rodney Prescott goes right on by. Burstall and Orlando Mojica fighting on tenaciously. Stubborn will not go away down along the inside. Burstall coming back, but Plastered pushing back on by. These two nip and tuck down to the wire. And Plastered and Rodney Prescott wins by a length. Burstall was 2nd, then came Bell Bottom Girl tight for 4th in 1 minute 40 seconds flat. Number 4, Plastered, well prepared off the layoff by Joe Deegan as she wins going away with Rodney Prescott in the irons. Number 4, Plastered returned $12.40, $5, $3.60. Second, number 5, Burstall. Third was number 1, Bell Bottom Girl. And fourth, the 3, Annie's on Tour. The exacta, $38.20. The 50-cent try, $31.55. A dime super, $37.82. The daily double, 6 and 4, returns $12.20. And the 50-cent pick 3, 6, 6, 4, $34.90. Running time for race 8, 1 minute, 40 seconds flat. Tonight's 9th and featured race. A filly 3-year-old allowance event to go 6 furlongs. Scratch number 1, American Doll. Morning line favorite number 3, Acapulco, a Group 2 winner in Ascot last year, making her seasonal debut. Irad Ortiz is in town to ride for Wesley Ward. They are off. And Acapulco gets the first call. Quick in the stride, there goes Heartbreak Hill. And a pace presence to the outside of that one is Sweet Ruthie. Commencing nicely as well as Patty's Misses, who came away racing in third. The Group 2 winner, Acapulco, is racing fourth, but only 3.5 off the pace. Then a link to Tia Chewy, a similar margin to Sweet Angel Roan. And last of the lot is Calvert Cliff. Up the backside they wheel past the half-mile pole. Opening quarter 22-4. And Sweet Ruthie will show him into the turn. Patty's Mischief racing in second. Heartbreak Hill is third. Outside, making a big move midpoint through the turn is Sweet Angel Roan, the favorite. Acapulco is fifth, but only about 3 off the pace now. Just outside the quarter pole. Sweet Ruthie under stout restraint. Sweet Angel Roan being scrubbed upon. Now here comes the favorite Acapulco as they straighten away for the stretch drive. And roaring off the turn, here comes Acapulco up to the outside of Sweet Ruthie, and these two square off outside the 8th pole. Sweet Ruthie to the inside. Acapulco to the outside. Long way back to the others. Sweet Ruthie to the inside. Now Acapulco starting to pull away weight, and Acapulco puts in a towering performance to win her 2016 debut, to win going away in 1:11-1. Number 3, Acapulco, Group 2 winner last year in Ascot, makes her 2016 debut at Turfway in style. Rallied from well off the pace to get good seasoning to win going away for Irad Ortiz. Owners John Magnier, Michael Tabor, Derek Smith to give Wesley Ward 3 victories on the card. For the winner, she returns 260, 210, 210. Finishing second, again, number 7, Sweet Ruthie. Third was number 4, Sweet Angel Roan. And fourth to 6, Calvert Cliff. The exacta 10.40, the 50-cent try $14.85. The Dime Super, $17.34. The Daily Double comes back $13.40. The 50-cent pick 3, $3.75. And the 50-cent pick 4, $60.85. Running time 1:11-1. Tonight's 10th race is a maiden special weight for filly 3-year-olds to go 6 furlongs. Scratch numbers 1 and 14. Morning line favorite. First time starter number 3, a Fleet Lady, carrying the silks of Mr. Tracy Farmer. They are racing. Horrible beginning for the firster, Stormy Wind, but a rocket start for Honor Thy Moneys, who broke from the 13 hole and is cleared all the way down the rail. So Honor Thy Moneys carries that speed almost to the fence, as there's still room for the firster of Fleet Lady to come on through. The favorite is second. Do It Again, Kami Ray racing in the third position. It's Poppy Lotto racing in fourth. A link for the back to Red Hot Susie as the field blitzes up the backstretch, makes their way into the far turn. Then a link for the back to Always and Forever, 2 in front of Bayshore Drive. Then 4 to Gift of Friends, followed up next by Stormy Wind after that poor start. And the 2 trailers are Missy Babe and See the Bird. The first quarter, 22-1. And now the favorite, a Fleet Lady, has squeezed through to come to tackle Honor Thy Moneys, ranging up 3 deep. Here's Red Hot Susie, the first-time starter from Kentucky Derby winning trainer Don Combs, as they stack up across the track and straighten for the money. It's a Fleet Lady set down. Through from between horses. Here comes Always and Forever. On the wide outside, Red Hot Susie has now found her best stride, and Red Hot Susie just blew by the favorite. Red Hot Susie, a good-looking daughter by Arch, wins at first asking in style by 3. A Fleet Lady was second, tight for third in 1:12 flat. Number 9, Red Hot Susie, puts on a dazzling performance to win at first asking, with Johnny McKee aboard for trainer Don Combs. For the winner, she returns 32.60, 13.28.40. Second, number 3, a Fleet Lady. Third, number 10, Stormy Wind. Fourth, the 6, Bayshore Drive. And finishing at 5th, number 5, Always and Forever. The Super, 11,315.40. The Try, 676.40. The Exacta, 185.40. Daily Double, 50-80. The Pick 3 returns $111.40. No winners in the Super High 5. That carry over into tomorrow's card, better than $1,900. Well, that wraps up live racing for this Friday evening here at Turfway. Live racing returns tomorrow, Saturday, with the featured WEBN Stakes, $50,000 stake event for 3-year-olds going 6 1/2 furlongs. Post time Saturday at 6:15. For all of us here at Turfway Park, we thank you for your patronage This has been the Turfway Park Report.